So human trafficking is modern day slavery, and it's the exploitation of any human beings. It's happening to approximately 1 million people every year, and 80% of those are women and children, and some as young as age 5 are being sold into the sex trade. Every time someone asks me when we present, oh, is it happening here in Hawaii, or is it happening, and they name a location, Oxford, my hope is that I would be able to say no. But every time when you go do the research and you Google that place, there's articles popping up left and right of traffickers that are selling girls.
We, many years ago, felt called to address the issue and asked people that were already active in the field what was needed, and they said jobs. These girls needed future and some hope, and they felt that if they had something to do, if they felt like they were earning and they had that dignity, then it could really turn things around for them. And so we said, okay, we can do that. And that's what we've been doing for 8 years now. And we've started a social enterprise that creates fashion jewelry, very trendy, fun fashion jewelry. It's all made by survivors of human trafficking. We started this 8 years ago. So it was me and another lady in Indian National, and we went into the homes and we just started teaching. They knew Indian style, like kind of stringing beads and stuff, and kind of making this Indian style jewelry. And we presented this Western jewelry to them, and they went nuts, like literally nuts, thinking that they could make fashion jewelry.
70% of our revenue does come from jewelry sales, and our trademark is purchase with purpose. So anytime somebody buys, say, a $20 piece of jewelry, that all funnels into the program here in Orange County and supports survivors working here locally, and also supports this program in India where girls are working also. So the jewelry portion of it is completely sustainable. But when it comes to trafficking, girls need so much more. And so isanctuary supports the girls much further beyond just their employment. They receive medical treatment, housing, microloans, education, scholarships, and so we need that in order to continue and pour into these girls' lives. In 2010, we started the POST program. It's Professional Opportunities for Survivors of Trafficking. And the social workers of the Orange County Task Force came and asked us to replicate our program from India and create something for survivors here locally. Well, making jewelry in Orange County would not be relevant to them. So we created a program that teaches them professional skills, workplace readiness, just all the skills you need to be a professional. And so when they walk in that door at isanctuary, the label of victim is removed from them. Trafficking is not really discussed at all. They're interviewed, hired, and become an employee at isanctuary, where they have coworkers. They sit around at lunch and have normal professional workplace conversations.
We work with some of the most difficult of the cases, and so they're with us for 9 months or maybe 12 months, and they may not be ready to take on the world, but they are ready to take on a part-time job as a full and complete person. Not a victim, not a survivor, just a person applying for a job. And to you and I, it may not look like, wow, this is some great transformation. Look at their lives, they're living the dream, but to them it is like they're having the freedom to put out an application. They have that thing that normal is. When you're working with children that have been abused like this, you have to measure success on a much different scale. My struggle is, how do you bring attention to what's going on and at the same time not create more trauma and not re-exploit these girls?
This is The trafficking is one portion of their life, and it is in their past, but they have the opportunity to have so much joy and hope. And one of my favorite things is to be in the office and to hear laughter at lunchtime, or to hear about the jokes that they play on each other. Because for a trafficking victim, when she's rescued or she's come out of that unimaginable situation, to think that she would ever smile or laugh again, that's a miracle. Once they leave our program, once they graduate on or transition on, they have said, I'm a new woman. You know, to hear that from someone that you've poured into, that's our hope for them. That they would see their value, that they would see their confidence, that they would know that they have dignity. And so for us to be able to give that to them as an organization, when all the other organizations are doing their piece too, it's really a beautiful thing. When it comes to human trafficking, I think it's really important for people to understand that yes, girls are trapped and they're enslaved, and there's many organizations working in order to free them. And so once they're rescued out, it's great. We want to celebrate that. They are free, but they do not have freedom. Once they're rescued, that's just the beginning. It starts a really long journey of opportunities and choices for them, and they need support. They need... A girl that's rescued out has so much trauma, and she's so damaged, and she doesn't even know where to start. So for her to have people and programs and services surrounding her that are safe, that can walk with her through that journey, to guide her to where she hopefully can be, that's what isanctuary is all about.